you ever had a creepy roommate? A couple years ago, when I started college, I got stuck with a random roommate named Ben. The moment he stepped into the room, I knew something was off. He didn't say hello or make eye contact. He just walked past me, dropped his bag, and started unpacking in total silence. He placed everything down with this strange kind of order. All his books were arranged by size, his socks were folded like they came out of a factory, and he took forever doing it. I tried to joke around to break the ice, but he didn't even crack a smile. At first I thought he was just shy, but then I started noticing more. He didn't speak to anyone on our floor. He never ate in the dining hall. He kept his blinds shut all the time. At night, he'd walk around the room without making a sound. More than once, I woke up and saw him standing near the window or pacing slowly, eyes locked on the floor like he was thinking about something dark. It got under my skin. I started spending more time at the library or crashing in friends' dorms just so I didn't have to be around that weird tension. People asked what it was like living with him, and I would just shrug and say I had the creepiest roommate on campus. One night, the fire alarm went off around 2 in the morning. I threw on a hoodie and stepped out into the hallway with everyone else. Ben wasn't behind me. I ran back to grab my phone and saw a crowd gathered near the stairwell. There was a guy on the floor having a panic attack, completely frozen and gasping for air. Ben was with him, crouched beside him, whispering in a steady rhythm. He counted the guy's breaths, reminded him he was safe, and stayed locked in until the RA arrived. When we got back to the room, I asked him how he knew what to do. He said his little brother gets panic attacks, and then he turned off the light without another word. After that night, I couldn't stop thinking about what I saw. This guy who never spoke had stayed calm during a moment where everyone else froze. I started talking to him more. He didn't open up right away, but he started replying to questions. Short answers turned into full ones. One night I brought him extra food from the takeout I ordered. He said, thanks, and the next week, he showed up with dinner for both of us. That became a regular thing. We watched shows together. He let me borrow his noise-canceling headphones for a midterm. I found out he liked old documentaries and played piano when no one was around to hear it. Then one night, while we were both up late, he spoke without me asking anything. He was sitting on the floor, looking down at his hands. When I was a kid, my dad would scream at me if I talked too much, he said. He thought I was trying to sound smarter than him. My mom would get mad if I asked questions. So I learned to be quiet, safer that way. He didn't say it like he wanted pity. He said it like it was just the truth. I remember feeling like an idiot. All that time I had been avoiding him, making jokes about how weird he was, and he was just someone who had never been allowed to speak without fear. By the end of the year, we weren't just roommates. He was the person I trusted most. Right before we moved out, he handed me a folded piece of paper. Inside it said, "Thanks for giving me the space to be myself. You were the first person who ever did." I still keep that note in my wallet.